The brain is a very mysterious organ. Dreaming is an excellent example of this.
So I have a lot of dreams where I lose control driving. And in one dream, I kind of lose my vision and things get really blurry. So I can't really see the road or the other cars in front of me properly. And I start swerving in and out of traffic, and there is a ditch on the side of the road that I veer off into. And I crash, and my car is totally demolished, but somehow I'm outside of my car in like a pile of glass. I'm like, oh damn, I'm alive, that's awesome. But I look around and there are these huge scorpions that are blue and orange. Blue bodies and bright orange hair, and they're crawling toward me. And my dad and I look over, and my mom had somehow wandered off into the ditch I was in, thinking I hadn't gotten out looking for me or something like that. We noticed the scorpions closing in on her, and my dad and I both want to just scream, like, hey Gail, hey Ma, like, you're gonna get attacked by these scorpions. And we finally managed to get out the words and yell to her. And get her to crawl out of the ditch so the scorpions can't attack her.
Aaron experienced hallucinations, bizarre imagery, and orientational instability. These are all common characteristics of dreams. These are also symptoms observed in schizophrenia. In fact, the schizophrenic brain is very similar to the dreaming brain.
So I wake up in my dream and I look over the edge of my bed and I see these two spiders sitting there, they're fighting with each other. The little one's real aggressive, like a poodle fighting a Doberman or something, it goes right up and it tries to attack, but it backs up and it just has speed and agility compared to the other one. They both have these big fangs and they're trying to bite each other. And then the next thing I know, I'm sitting on the floor, right where the spiders were. The big one, I don't see him. All I see is the little guy, and he comes at me, and I want to kill it. But I'm not wearing any shoes, so I want to put some shoes on. I find one of my shoes, but I can't get it fast enough, and the spider runs at me before I can get my shoe on, and then I wake up with a jolt.
Alex's psychotic brain activity is caused by changes in his brain's production of neurotransmitters, which affect the way electrical signals pass between neurons. Through the entire sleep cycle, the brain does not produce serotonin or norepinephrine. These neurotransmitters control motor function and cognition. Without them, our consciousness and ability to move are severely inhibited. This keeps us from acting out our dreams. But in REM, or rapid eye movement sleep, which happens here, and here, and here, another neurotransmitter called dopamine is produced at greater levels. High levels of dopamine are associated with many psychotic diseases. During experiments, injections of dopamine into sleeping patients has induced nightmares.
It starts out when I'm reading on my beanbag, and then all of a sudden, in my old room upstairs, and then all of a sudden, our minivan comes out to my backyard, and then my sister Hillary comes out of their car talking on the phone, and then she comes closer. She somehow you could see a monster appear from it. That had a really big head and had no mouth and had 50 eyes and had really small feet. And he came up to my room, and then he came to me and picked up the beanbag and then made me go under and then pushed it down on me and tried to suffocate me, and then I woke up horrified.
All of these dreams, all of this bizarre mental functioning, it's all caused by changes in the levels of chemicals that control our reality. Schizophrenic-like behavior under a chemically induced paralysis. That is what a dream is.